Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're talking about how to choose a high quality essential oil brand to use for you and your family. Before we get started, reminder that I have my essential oil guides down below linked in my Stan store, and these are just different specific guides for different hormones and essential oils, dogs and essential oils. I'm adding to them, so let me know if you have any requests. But most of them are $10, and it's just like your guide. They're all in one place to a specific reason to use essential oils. But let's get into how to choose a good brand. This is a question that I feel like is the most controversial and the most opinionated when it comes to how different people feel about this. And there are a lot of different things to look into. And this is a beginner's guide for this, really. There are different rabbit holes you can go down on different things. And really, I just choose not to do that because it is not worth my time. Just like I set a standard of what I want in an essential oil company, and then we go with that. So this, if you want to get into specific testing for essential oils, maybe I can do a separate video on that. Let me know in the comments because there are a lot of tests done beyond GCMS testing. But here is a basic guide on how to choose a good brand. So first of all, start with a reputable brand. So if you're seeing brands around, which you probably are on social media or just online and in ads, look at those. Those are generally the bigger brands that have ad budget or just are around and more popular. Knowing someone else or having friends that use the brand too, having just another person to ask questions on is a good idea. Basically, you don't want to just jump in and dive into a company that you've never heard of or know of anyone that uses. And the reputable brands are not going to be the ones at TJ Maxx that you see next to all their cute diffusers. Go ahead and buy the diffusers that they have, but do not buy those Woolsies or those brands of essential oils that they have. They're not good. I actually did a video on that a long time ago, but they're just fragrance oils. You can tell as soon as you take a whiff from the bottle. They're strong and they smell good, but they're not non-toxic, and they're not going to, it's defeating the purpose. So a brand that has a good website and has the story on why they do what they do, that tests their oils, that distills and harvests and plants and does all of the right things when it comes to that. Make sure they're talking about all of those things and sharing their GCMS testing. Revive, for example, I think tests for 20 different things, and then they list what they test for on their website. So I really appreciate that. So look for purity and transparency. So you want to make sure anyone that I can go on Amazon right now and find a list of 50 essential oil brands that say they're 100% pure. So that doesn't matter. The labeling is tricky because you can say natural or even organic, but it's really about the label, what the ingredients are in the label. And I really love when brands have the batch number, and so you can go on and check each batch that you're using of whatever essential oil it is. Check for botanical names is number 3, and this is the name that's on the back of the, why don't I have an essential oil bottle? Come on. Okay, here's just a quick example of a few different ones. This is Rocky Mountain Clary Sage. I can never get this to focus, so I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. And right under it, it says the Salvia scleria, which is the Latin name or the botanical name that has to be on the essential oil bottle. You have to see that. One from Simply Earth. So on the front says frankincense. On the back says Boswellia serrata, and that is the name that you're looking for. That should be on every essential oil bottle. This one is lemon from Revive. On the front says lemon, and then on the back, this one, it also is labeled supplement. And it is right here, sorry, citrus limon. And then also has that. So the labeling is just tricky, and it's really a matter of how much the brand is going to pay for different labeling things, like USDA organic labeled as internal use, different things like that. It's they have to pay and go through a lot of hoops to label in a specific way. So if an essential oil brand is reputable and you're like, I really thought this was a great brand, but they say not for internal use, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not. It just could mean that they didn't pay for that to be able to label their bottles like that. Number 4 is to check the packaging. And so essential oils should all be in glass, amber, or colored bottles so that sunlight is not easily able to get into the bottle. And then when you open the bottle, they should all have this orifice reducer, which is that plastic piece on the top that helps you get drops out instead of just dumping out the oil. Now, some I've seen with like droppers on the top, which is okay too. Just make sure that it's in one of those standard types of bottles. Number 5 is investigate the sourcing. And a lot of brands will have, like Simply Earth, for example, has a map of where they get their essential oils, like a map of different countries, and then each one an arrow of which essential oil comes from where, which I really appreciate and like. And they have videos on that on their YouTube as well. But make sure you can get into and investigate where they're getting their oils. They don't have to own their own farms, but making sure that they get their oils sustainably and from reputable farms is really important. If you can't find that on their website, I would encourage you to message them and reach out and ask if you can get more information on where they're sourcing their oils. Number 6 on my list is to consider pricing, and there's like a ballpark of what an essential oil should cost. So if all of the essential oils on the label or on the rack are $5, they don't vary, that's a red flag. If frankincense, for example, is like $2 a bottle, that's a red flag. If it's $100 a bottle, that's a red flag too. And I'm just talking like a regular 10, 15 milliliter bottle. They should be in the ballpark within 10 or 20, within $10 really of the majority of like the top and high quality brands. So like at TJ Maxx, they'll have like a 10 pack of essential oils for $10 or something, or $12.99. And it's just like, that's not possible. Number 7 is to smell and trust your senses. So if you've been using essential oils for a while, you have a general idea of what an essential oil should smell like. And so like I said, when I got those Woolsies, or if I've used a different brand that is just like, I'm testing out for the first time, you smell it and you're like, something is off here. Now, you could look into like, if this is a super high quality brand and like everyone else says, maybe it's a different variety of the plant. And also the scent varies due to like a lot of different things. So each batch could be slightly different, but I'm saying like, if something is way off where it's like, that is fragrance or that is like not the right smell, that is your red flag, but it can vary slightly. Number 8 is read reviews and recommendations. Like I said, it's always helpful to know someone that also uses the same brand. So look up YouTube videos, like YouTube, whatever brand you're going to use, and see if there are lots of videos done on them. See what the reviews are saying on their website. Just check around. A lot of knowledge in this industry specifically is gained from like community. And so it's important to just ask around and see if anyone else uses that brand. Okay, I didn't want this to be too super long, so I'm going to end this here, but the brands that we like to use will be down below in the description, as well as in this blog post, and kind of why we like each one too, because not one brand fits all in my opinion. Like there are a couple of brands that really do have most of everything that we'd need, like Revive for plant therapy. They have like different products like cleaning products and bath and body and essential oils, but not everything. So we like to pick and choose and get different things from different brands. Don't forget to check out my stand store. Again, it will be linked down below in the description. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much for watching it to the end. I hope you have a great day. Bye.